from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Examining what happened during Henrico's water crisis and what's next for the county. We'll look into those topics and more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. Some rain today with a high of 37. Today's News Minute is brought to you by Abydis Clothing.
And now for the news.
Yesterday, the Henrico Board of Supervisors received two external reports about the county's water crisis that occurred last month. One concluded that a series of errors and lack of timely communication from the city of Richmond hampered Henrico's efforts and also caused the county to tell its citizens on several occasions that water would be restored before it actually could have been, because information from the city that was being relayed to the county was inaccurate. During a work session, the Board of Supervisors also heard 5 options from a consulting firm for ways that it could upgrade its own water system, ranging between a $20 million investment and a $1.3 billion investment. County Manager John Vitolka said he was likely to recommend in his budget proposal next month a midterm plan costing $328 million that would result in the installation of about 13 miles of 48-inch water transmission main pipe that could provide about 21 million gallons of water per day in the county's greater Eubank zone, which serves eastern Henrico. That plan would take about 5 to 7 years to implement, but provide about 3 times as much water as that region currently uses each day. But the county also is weighing other options, such as forming a regional water authority with Richmond and Hanover, or even potentially purchasing Richmond's water treatment facility. Vitolkas told supervisors that with the opening of the Virgil R. Hazlett Cobbs Creek Reservoir in Cumberland County, which will be the largest municipal reservoir in Virginia, Henrico would position itself to become the region's water supplier potentially. Vitolkas had a conversation with Richmond Mayor Danny Avula and other city officials immediately after the work session yesterday, the first in what could be a multi-step process in working toward a future arrangement. The county has a contract with the city to purchase about 12 million gallons of water per day, every day through July 1st of 2040. It remains to be seen whether Henrico has the legal authority to break that contract in light of last month's crisis. County officials are conducting their own internal review of the water crisis, and that report should be out within several weeks. You can read much more about this issue. We've got 2 articles from yesterday's meeting right now on our website, henricocitizen.com. Well, the Henrico School Board will hold a 5 p.m. public hearing tomorrow to seek community input on its recommended 2025-26 budget proposal. The $914 million proposed budget, which the board is scheduled to vote on February 27th, would represent a $33 million increase from the current fiscal year budget, adding more security officers to open campus-style schools and more ESL teachers. And prior to that 5 p.m. public hearing, at 3:30 p.m., the school board will hold a work session during which staffers will give an update on Henrico Cares, which is the division's new comprehensive mental health care plan that was launched last March. The school system added 5 new mental health staff and launched partnerships with online care coordinator service Care Solace and teletherapy program Hazel Health. And the Virginia High School League announced on Monday that it will comply with the Trump administration's executive order that limits participation in girls' sports to students who were assigned female at birth. The decision is effective immediately, according to a release shared by the organization this week. VHSL oversees athletic competitions between public schools throughout the Commonwealth. Its previous policy allowed transgender athletes to participate on teams other than the gender identity listed on their birth certificate or school records after they met a certain set of approvals and conditions. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Abydis Clothing, a women's contemporary line based in Henrico that creates for sizes 2 through 22, as well as custom wears. Designed for the style-setting women of your size, creating women's contemporary clothing with your natural curves in mind. Find them on social media at Abydis Clothing. That's ABYDIS Clothing.